Huda took things too far with Ace on Love Island USA. Last night in the Love Island USA villa, the Islanders participated in the annual Hearts on Fire challenge, in which everyone competes to see who gets hearts racing the fastest. Each couple takes a turn throwing on a sexy little costume, approaching each Islander to mount, dance, grind, kiss, lick, or do whatever else it might take to get pulses racing. On a show that often feels softcore adjacent, this episode is always a standout. This season was no exception. Islanders gave it their all, and a few of them may have taken things a little too far. Three-way kisses and more heat up Season 7 of Love Island USA. Some highlights from the game included Sierra and Nick tag-teaming Iris, an end to the animosity between Ace and Amaya, Olandria topping Austin, Nick unleashing a foot fetish, and three-way kisses between Ace, Chelley, and Amaya, and Nick, Sierra, and Chelley. When the results were read out, Nick and Sierra dominated the competition, each getting 3 Islanders' heart rates, racing the most. But pulses weren't the only thing spiking. Tempers flared when a few contestants got carried away. For one, Nick wasn't too pleased to see Elon's efforts. Nick and Sierra are currently coupled up and have had a strong connection since the second episode of the season. In Casa Amor, she coupled up with Elon, but ultimately ran back to Nick. Before the Hearts on Fire challenge, Nick and Sierra discussed their boundaries, no kissing previous connections. When it was their turn, they respected this agreement. Sierra kept it cute and gave Elon a quick dance before moving on to the next contestant. But when Elon took the floor, he paid special attention to Sierra. He took her hand, leading her away from the group, and cheekily turned back to tell Nick, saying, "It's your turn to watch." He laid Sierra down on the floor and planted a long, passionate kiss. Huda and Ace's kiss in the heart rate challenge left Chelley less than impressed. But Huda's performance was the one that had every Islander dumbfounded. She made her rounds to each of the boys and then pulled Ace up to the front. She laid him down, and they made out in a way that felt like more than just a silly Love Island challenge. Fans are speculating that what happened was even worse than what we saw, saying that Huda's moment with Ace was heavily edited and appeared to be cut short. We're all wondering what she did to make the other Islanders' jaws swing open. When they returned to the group, Chelley, who is coupled up with Ace, didn't look too pleased. After the challenge, the girls split off into groups to discuss how things went, and all anyone could talk about was Huda. Though Huda seemed aware that she had done a bit too much, she was still trying to justify her behavior to Amaya and Andreina. Amaya encouraged her to speak to Chelley, and Huda agreed that she didn't want Chelley to go to bed angry. Even in the face of conflict, Chelley has never lost her cool. Here, she kept her composure, but she was clearly and justifiably bothered by the disrespect she felt from Huda. Chelley couldn't hide how she felt, and the other girls were completely supportive. She was specifically upset by the hypocrisy of Huda's display, and it looks like Huda will hear about it in tonight's episode. This isn't the first time that Huda has been responsible for drama and chaos in the villa. During her relationship with Jeremiah, she drained the other Islanders of their energy by fighting with Jeremiah and endlessly complaining to the group. However, since their breakup, she has been far calmer and more pleasant. It feels a bit strange that her toxic behavior went unaddressed, but maybe tonight, Chelley will hold her accountable.